In the world of selling drugs, most of the big bosses are men, but some really tough and powerful women have become famous in this dangerous business. Even though it's hard for women in a world mostly run by men, these female bosses have shown they can be just as tough and successful as men. In this video, we'll go through the 10 most ruthless female narcos who changed the history of the dark world. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Let's get started. Number 10. Sebastiana Vasquez. Sebastiana Vasquez was one of the tough and powerful female bosses in the world of drug trafficking. She was from Mexico and became well known for her role in the drug business. Her story is quite interesting. When she was only 18, she was kidnapped and forced into marriage. After her first husband left, she had 5 children to support. She began selling illegal goods to make ends meet. She got involved with the Sinaloa cartel, led by Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Known for her violent ways, she played a hands-on role in drug trafficking, moving about 40 tons of cocaine between Central America and North America. She was caught in 2014, but got her freedom back by providing information that helped arrest other criminals. It's said that she returned to her hometown of Malacan. Number 9. Griselda Blanco. Griselda Blanco was a notorious figure in the world of drug trafficking. Originally from Colombia, she gained infamy for her involvement in the cocaine trade during the 1970s and 1980s. Blanco was known as the Black Widow for her ruthless tactics and was one of the key players in the notorious Medellin cartel. She was known for her cunning and willingness to do whatever it took to climb to the top of the drug trade. Blanco was responsible for orchestrating numerous murders and was rumored to have ordered the deaths of hundreds of people. She was eventually killed in 2012, bringing an end to the reign of one of the most feared female drug lords in history. Griselda Blanco's story serves as a stark reminder of the dangers and consequences of involvement in the drug trade. Number 8. Sandra Avila Beltran. Sandra Avila Beltran, also known as the Queen of the Pacific, came from a family with ties to the drug trade, and she quickly rose through the ranks to become a key player in the cartel. Beltran specialized in smuggling cocaine from Colombia into Mexico and then distributing it to the United States. Her operations were extensive and highly profitable, earning her the nickname Queen of the Pacific due to her control over drug trafficking routes along the Pacific coast. In 2012, Beltran was extradited to the United States to face drug trafficking charges. She ultimately pleaded guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to smuggle cocaine and was sentenced to prison. Number 7. Guadalupe Fernandez Valencia. Guadalupe Fernandez Valencia was originally from Mexico, and she became known for her involvement in the Sinaloa cartel, one of the most powerful drug cartels in the world. Fernandez Valencia rose to prominence as a key player in the cartel, involved in the distribution of drugs, particularly methamphetamine, to the United States. She played a significant role in overseeing the cartel's operations, coordinating shipments, and managing logistics. Despite her involvement in illegal activities, Fernandez Valencia was also known for her philanthropic efforts in her local community. However, her criminal activities eventually caught up with her. In 2016, Fernandez Valencia was arrested in Mexico and extradited to the United States to face drug trafficking charges. She was accused of conspiring to distribute large quantities of methamphetamine in the U.S. Number 6. Luz Irene Fajardo Campos. Irene Fajardo Campos, unlike Fernandez Valencia, operated her drug trafficking ring separately from the Sinaloa cartel between 2010 and 2016. Campos directly sourced drugs from Colombia, employed pilots, and bought jets to transport drugs to Central America and Mexico. She also managed the importation of chemicals into Mexico to produce drugs in a laboratory. These drugs were then distributed in the United States. In December 2019, she was convicted of drug trafficking and sentenced to 22 years in prison. Additionally, she was ordered to forfeit $18 million and serve 5 years of supervised release after her sentence. Number 5. Gemeker Thompson Jennifer. Jennifer Thompson, also known as Gemeker Thompson, played a big role in the crack epidemic that hit the United States in the 1980s. She operated from Los Angeles and recruited many people to help distribute drugs across the country. Even though she stopped dealing drugs after her son was born in 1982, Thompson still handled money for their business. When her husband died, she took over running the business and expanded it. She made contacts worldwide and even attended big events like boxing matches to meet other drug dealers. Thompson was charged with money laundering and drug distribution. She was sentenced to 15 years in prison but was released after serving 13 years in February 2005. Number 4. Yesenia Pacheco La Guerra Loca. Yesenia Pacheco, also known as La Guerra Loca, or the Crazy Witch, was a feared figure in the world of drug trafficking. She got involved in criminal activities when she joined the Gulf Cartel in 2009. Not much is known about her life before this. Within a few months, Pacheco rose through the ranks and became a hitwoman for the cartel. Her main job was to target and kill enemies from a rival group called Los Zetas. She became known for her brutal methods and quickly climbed to the top of the cartel's hierarchy. As she led the cartel, Pacheco became increasingly ruthless. She began kidnapping and torturing anyone associated with Los Zetas. Her executions were known for their cruelty, meant to send a message to others in the criminal world. Number 3. Marlarisha Khan Russell. Marlarisha Khan Russell, also known as Shekin Russell, was a well-known money launderer in Central America with ties to the Sinaloa cartel. After finishing high school, she studied psychology for a while before dropping out and starting some small businesses. She had a knack for handling money and began laundering cash profits from drug deals for her clients. From late 2009 to 2010, Russell was the president of a company called Broadway Commerce, created by Mossack Fonseca. This company was shut down after it was exposed for having connections to Cifuentes, the leader of a Colombian family deeply involved in the drug trade. In August 2011, Russell was accused of illegal activities by U.S. authorities, and a grand jury in Florida charged her with trafficking. She turned herself into U.S. authorities in September 2014 and pleaded guilty to trafficking charges in December of the same year. Number 2. Maria Guadalupe Lopez Ezel. Maria Guadalupe Lopez Ezel, known as La Catrina, was a prominent figure in the cartel world, recognized for her captivating presence and lethal prowess. Joining the New Generation Cartel in 2017, she quickly rose through the ranks, propelled by her romantic involvement with fellow member. Beyond being an assassin, she emerged as a commanding figure, leading charges against law enforcement and military forces alike. Her moniker, La Catrina, evoked both her ruthless tactics and the symbolism of the Day of the Dead. However, her fate took a tragic turn in January 2020 during a shootout where she sustained a fatal neck injury. Despite efforts to evacuate her via helicopter, the 21-year-old succumbed shortly after takeoff. Number 1. Digna Valle. Digna Valle earned the nickname Dova Digna and hailed from a family deeply involved in drug trafficking. They were notorious for transporting large quantities of cocaine every month, valued at tens of thousands of dollars. Val herself was known for her ruthless demeanor, believing that anyone who posed a threat to her family should be eliminated. Despite their criminal activities, Valle and her family held considerable influence and respect in their community. They provided security and job opportunities, thanks to their immense wealth. In 2014, Valle was arrested while visiting Miami. Following her arrest, her brothers attempted to assassinate the president of Honduras, feeling betrayed by the lack of protection from the authorities. Valle eventually pleaded guilty to drug trafficking charges, but she served only a little over half of her 10-year sentence. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it entertaining. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell for more valuable content like this. Thanks for watching.